Okay, I just realized I was muted. It's okay. How are you guys doing? My name is Dr. Chidi. I'm reaching you guys from Toronto, Canada. Um, how is it in your area? How far? How your area day? How you doing? Yes. Big ups to you guys in Kenya, in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, and Ghana, all over the place where you're reaching us from, and especially in Nigeria. Big ups to you. If today is your first time, do me a favor and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. It doesn't matter which channel you're watching from. We are reaching you live on Facebook, on my Facebook page, Chidi Correct Mayanwu. Some of you are watching from Worship Media. Some of you are watching from Team Sowore page. Some of you are also watching on Take It Back Movement, LinkedIn, Take It Back TV, TIB, Global TV, and also Worship Media TV. But wherever you're watching from, yes, we welcome you and we thank you for joining us. Okay. Yeah. Today we're going to be talking about the ongoing Nigerian Bar Association annual general convention. And in some of the posts I put AGM. Sorry about that. It's actually their annual general convention. It's NBA is Nigerian Bar Association, not the National Basketball Association they have in America. So they're having a convention and they invited a lot of people, presidential candidates also, because they invited presidential candidates and non-presidential candidates. And we are surprised, or let me not say I'm surprised. Today I'm trying as much as possible to be objective here. I just want to understand why they will not invite Omoyele Sowore to their event. They invited Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They invited Peter Obi. They invited Atiku Abubakar, and they did not invite Omoyele Sowore, who, in my opinion, I feel is worthy of being invited. But this is my opinion. This is my opinion, purely my opinion. Today, I came to ask you out there who is listening to me, you out there who is watching me, to help me understand what you think might be the reason why Omoyele Sowore was not invited to that ceremony. Of course, let me just lay this down. You cannot force people to. It's a private event organized by the association. They are not obligated to invite Omoyele Sowore. So let's just put that out there. Don't think I'm coming to say that they must invite Omoyele Sowore. It's their prerogative. They can invite whoever they want to invite. But the question is, why would they invite those other three candidates? And by the way, Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not show up. He was represented by his vice presidential candidate, but they did not invite Omoyele Sowore. And I'm just asking why this is. So someone says they can't hear me. All this while you couldn't hear me and nobody said anything. Wow. That means I'm going to go back and start all over again. Are you kidding me? Really? Okay. Please tell me if you hear audio. Okay. It said low audio there. I don't know. Please check your system. Don't make me go and disconnect my audio here. Please check your system. Maybe it's coming from your side. Thank you so much, Janet. Thank you, Emeka. So they can hear me. My brother, please go and check your audio. Okay, okay. All right. So, yeah, I just want to understand, and I want you to call in. I want you to also uh, use us. If you want to be in the studio, you're allowed to be in the studio. And if you want to call in, please, by all means, I'm gonna we're gonna post the number out here. Dr. Erica is gonna help us post the calling number, the studio calling number. You can call and let me understand what you think is the reason why they did not invite Omoyele Sowore. Today is not a day to be emotional. This is a day to face reality. You're not going to like what you will hear some people say, but I just implore you to hold it. And you are not going to say what everybody will like, but that is fine. Also, this is a democracy, and we're going into election season. It's election season in Nigeria, so please let me um, let me hear you. Let me hear your opinion of the reasons why you think Omoyele Sowore was not invited. Okay. Now, bear this in mind. Bear this in mind that the Nigerian Bar Association are a people who is an association that is a custodian of the legal practice in Nigeria. Do you understand? Every lawyer has to take the NBA exam. This is the same NBA exam that the wife of the brother to Governor Ayade failed and had to bring somebody to take for her. So it's a serious exam, and NBA is a serious organization. Okay, and this is the same Omoyele Sowore, who is an activist. You see, I've never seen anybody who said, "Oh, Omoyele Sowore, go and sit down. You're making noise. You don't do anything." Everybody always starts by saying, "You know, I like Omoyele Sowore. I appreciate that he has been doggedly fighting for the rights of Nigerians. He has stood his ground. He has been injured, fighting injustice. He's been harassed. He's been jailed. His nose is broken. He has the mark to show it. He's been shot at point blank. And yet, he never gave up. He's been restricted to Nigeria now. It's getting to 3 years, and he's not able to see his family in flesh and blood, all because of his activism position with the government of Nigeria. He has been the only consistent opposition that Buhari government has. It is not PDP. It's not Labour. Omoyele Sowore has organized protests many times over more than the labor union. So, what is it that makes the Nigerian Bar Association feel that Omoyele Sowore should not be invited to their conference? Mind you, this is how a couple of years ago, during the 2018 debate, actually, it was 2018, shortly before the election started. They held a presidential debate in Abuja, and we all know what happened. It was glaring. This is not even trying to misrepresent issues, but you could see that clearly there was a gang up against Omoyele Sowore. Channels TV and all other what they call themselves, another association. Is it the one that is home to journalists? Is it Nigerian Broadcasting Association or something like that? They organized an event and they also managed to push Omoyele Sowore out of the, like, they know what he's capable of doing, but they deliberately muzzled him out of that debate. And the people that they brought to the debate, they all messed up. It was a shabby debate. It was not a debate where you could come out with anything reasonable. They still managed to, yes, NBC, thank you so much, NJ Nobi. And yes, do you understand? So I don't get, I'm just confused. I want to know, because I've seen a lot of my friends who they are happy. And I want you, if you feel happy that Omoyele Sowore was not invited to the event, let me also know. Make your comment. Of course, I want to warn you, I'm not going to do anything to you when you make childish, lousy comments, but it will only show your level of awareness or your level of intelligence when you come and make some statements here. But you're welcome to do that. Okay? Somebody, Yusuf Adigu says, Omoyele Sowore will address all the issues and speak the truth without fear. They are biased. That's what I'm trying to understand. Why are you afraid? You see, me, let me tell you about myself. There are meetings that I don't get invited to deliberately, right from my university days, when I was so good in design. Go and ask anybody who read architecture around the time I read architecture at University of Nigeria, Nsukka, Enugu campus. I was very, very good. I was a good architectural student. I even had a company in school. They used to hire me to go and do designs for other students in other schools. I used to go to Abia State University. I used to go to ESUT. I used to travel. University of Lagos. I used to go and do mercenary for people. Not that they hired you to come and sit the exams for them, but during presentation, just days before presentation, the final year students, they get so choked up and they can't get people to help them, like do tracing, do modeling and all, and it's expensive for you to get an outsider to do modeling for you. So I would go and they would hire me to help them with their modeling and their perspectives. That's how good I was. But because I was making money and I was very good, I had a design team in school. It was called Hard Knot Designs. I used to sew clothes. I used to make shoes. I made beret. I made clothes for women, even bags. Just designer bags that you make the bag with the scarf and the shoe. I did belts too. I did all of that. And my lecturers saw that I was making money. I even had a restaurant with a friend then outside school. And so there was this jealousy amongst even my lecturers. They wanted me to fail. It was so bad. They made me fail one course, and to retake that course, they made me sit on one side inside the head of department's office. They made me sit down inside the head of department's office at a chair at the end of the conference table. And all my lecturers, all our Department of Architecture lecturers, they were holding a meeting with the HOD. HOD was on the other side of the table. Lecturers was on the left and on the right, and I was sitting down at the other end writing an examination. I must fail. That's how bad it was. And I didn't fail. When it was time to give an award, you know what? They called me into the conference room and they said, Chidi, MC Hard Knot. And of course, I was into show business. They used to call me MC Hard Knot. They said, we know, you won't believe this. Say, we know you're good with design, but you're not the kind of material that Department of Architecture is proud to present as the best design student. I couldn't believe my ears. But me, life to me then was like, Sarah, I didn't care about those things. So I just asked them, I said, so what are you telling me? Are you going to fail me? He said, no, we won't fail you. You'll still pass. But we are not going to give you, we're going to give you what you merited, but we're not going to declare you as the best in design. I said, by all means, I don't care. And they gave that to a lady in our department. A lot of my colleagues didn't know what happened. I didn't even bother to tell anybody because for me, I just wanted to graduate. I was already making money by then. So I understand what it means when people just gang up against you. It's not because you're bad. I knew I was not bad, but it's just something I cannot explain. You're good and your being good is repulsive to people. I don't get it. In the diaspora here in Canada, we kept on going for protests, we kept doing riots, we send money home, we will write on the newspaper, we were commenting about politics in Nigeria. We would support people who were in Nigeria. And after being the president of the Nigerian Association here, I opted to, when Sowore came to Toronto to do a town hall meeting, he said, bros, come, man. I was going to run for councillor here. I've told you that story before. He said, no, bros, this will not need you here. It's in Nigeria that they need you. Let's go to Nigeria and do this thing. I left everything here, and for 7 months, I went back home to run for governorship. For me, this was now a time for us to go home and participate in politics, not just talking. And I thought I would get this, I thought I would get maximum support from Canadians, Nigerians in Canada. I thought all of them would be screaming. Do you know where I got the biggest opposition? I got the biggest, if you're from Enugu State and you are in Canada, hear what I'm saying. I got the biggest opposition from my own people, the Enugu State Association in Canada. I say this because it's something that is indelible. It will be there for life. I didn't get opposition from other people in other. It was from my own people, from my own state here in Canada. They were the people that do you understand? And I could never understand it. For 7 months, I was in Nigeria. I was going through all kinds of dangerous places campaigning. Nobody called my wife to ask how she was doing and how my wife. Do you understand? I came back here and I did an appeal fundraising here. Nobody, just a couple of my friends. We cooked food. We rented a hall for 200 people. I paid for the hall. Only about 8 people came. Telling you. So you have to understand this is how life is. So I don't want you to always think that when you see people being sidelined, when you see people being marginalized, that it means they are bad. There's nothing wrong with them. There is not, in fact, sometimes when I'm in a church here right now, I'm neither here nor there with churches here in Canada, because the last church that we were very regular in, I was in the choir with my wife. We're doing very well, singing, did everything. But just, I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. We brought an event, my Roots Foundation, we did Black History Month. They were just, I don't know what it is. Look, do you know why I am very, very concerned about this Sowore thing? Because Sowore was not invited because he is bad. Sowore was not invited because he's a criminal. Sowore was not invited because he is not the right person. Why would you invite somebody like Atiku and not invite Sowore? A lot of people think it's about P2B. No, it's not about P2B. P2B should be invited to that kind of thing. But why would you invite Atiku and not invite Sowore? Why would you invite Tinubu and not invite Sowore? And why would any young person be happy that Sowore was not invited? That's my problem. Why would you be happy that he was not invited? somebody who has been speaking the truth, somebody who did Sowore has been dragged through every court in Nigeria, the lower court to magistrate court to high court to, and he's always had lawyers talking. Sowore had gone to court and you had over 50 lawyers sign up to come and defend him. Sowore is always going to the police station and speaking about the rights of people and releasing people from prison. Sowore has put himself in the line for the same people, speaking truth to power. Sowore has faced the federal government of Nigeria on issues concerning lawyers. When judges were harassed, when they used DSS, police to go and ransack the homes of judges and just ridicule judges, Sahara reporters stood for judges. So why? That is what makes me, you see, that's what makes me become afraid of where we're going. I'm really very, very, like, we don't get it. We don't understand it. We don't understand what is going on. There are so many things I can pick out of that place. And I'm very careful to say, because if I say, oh, because your man did not come. It's not really that. I saw when Peter Obi got up. And Peter Obi, look, I've always said this, that Peter Obi has every right to be in this race like anybody else. And if he wins, so be it. I'll feel happy for him. Even if Atiku wins, I will not feel happy. Even for, let me not say that. I don't want Atiku to win. I don't want Tinubu to win. But that does not stop me from, I've been hammering this. I'm not an obedient person. I'm not a member of Labour Party. I have my party, African Action Congress. I have my candidate, Omoyele Sowore. But I don't know why you would think it is normal for Peter Obi to get up and go and like bend down and greet Atiku. You would say it's respect. What kind of rubbish respect is that? On top of that, Peter Obi gets up to talk and he says, I want to thank my leader. You see, we are laughing over such things. We think it's okay. We have lowered the bar completely. And we are laughing. And it's a jamboree. This is the same way we're saying, say Baba, say Baba, say Baba, my friends, a lot of my friends that I'm seeing right now. It's like a joke to us. The same Sorosoke generation is laughing over this thing. You think it's a joke? Don't you read the handwriting on the wall? Sowore is not powerful to come and fight this. You think Sowore as a person is powerful? As in he has money? No. Sowore is just a normal young person like me and you. I'm older than Omoyele Sowore, if you don't know. What can you think? The only power we have is the power of speaking truth to power. The power of honesty. The power of being fearless. The power of being consistent. The power of fighting for the people. That's the only power that we have. You think he's good? No. He's not going to do that. He's not going to do that. So if your happiness is that, oh, he couldn't do anything about it, and they will gang up and create the impression they are creating to you right now is that this thing is not going to be democratic. It's not going to be fair. It's going to be rigged to one side. And it's going to be a game of, just smile to this person, smile to that person, compromise here, compromise there. We don't compromise with Obasanjo. We don't compromise with IBB. We're compromising with everybody, everything join. This is exactly how Nigeria politics has been played for a very long time. And that's where we are heading right now. And you feel it is okay. You think it's me, I'll be here. I'll be here. Me, come to Nigeria, come do waiting. I'll be here now. It's not going to make it think who wins in Nigeria. I just feel bad for my friends who are in Nigeria, my colleagues, my comrades, my extended family. That is what still makes me break my head about Nigeria. If not, sometimes, can I tell you the truth? Sometimes it just look like we are not serious. Honestly speaking, we play games with everything. We play politics with everything. So play politics and win. Fine. Play the game, juggle, make sure you push this person aside and win. By 2020, you come back and you're the same person that will text me, you're the same person that will call me. You're the same person that will tell me, Chidi, why are you people not protesting? You know, people say that and I laugh. Chidi, why are you people not protesting? So we are born to protest. When we tell you the right thing to do, when you see the right thing being done, you laugh at it. To you, it's not, it's just, to you, is I don't know. You laugh at it. It doesn't mean anything to you. It's okay. But when that bad thing that will happen, you turn around and begin to look like a goat that fell from the sky. Because the trajectory of what is happening right now, it's the bandwagon effect. We're all happy, we're all jubilating, it's just shout, yeah. No. We are about to make the same mistakes we made before, where everything is okay. Where is the difference in the whole thing? Where is the difference? When we sit down and we condone, you just see policies being played right in front of you. Just politics being played right in front of you, and you think it's okay. We came from cabal politics. Oh, these people, these cabals, we cannot let this cabal. It was APC and PDP running the whole show. That's exactly what it was. We went to labor union. They went to labor union where we had comrades, and they infiltrated labor union. And the leadership of labor union, I can assure you, they're under the pay of the federal government of Nigeria. Nobody resisted Buhari. Tell me who resisted Buhari. All through Buhari's reign. Who was resisting him? Who was challenging Buhari? Was it not Sowore, Nnamdi Kanu, and Igboho? The same you. You see, I'm not surprised. The same people who were behind me as Nnamdi Kanu, oh, Nnamdi Kanu, this is another savior. I don't see you anymore. I don't see you anymore. The same you that said, oh, to hell with the cabals, to hell with the old men, with the old system. The same you saw the same old men being glorified, and you think it's, why would you think it's okay? If I talk now, I say Chidi and Igbo man, which one you did? Leave P2B now to win. It's not about P2B. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about you being wide awake, mentally conscious, and we moved from these cabals to NSAS to no young people have to come to right now. Maybe IBB is okay now. Obasanjo is okay now. Erufai is okay now. So who is no longer okay? What's happening to you? The same Sorosuke generation. What is your language now? I don't even know what language you're speaking anymore. Did you not know that it's the same people that you just went back to? Just went back to APC and PDP. The same thing now. The same thing now. If Atiku is still okay, why are we wasting our time? If Tinubu is okay, see, then they have a right as Nigerians to run for governorship. They would have followers. I was saying it yesterday or day before yesterday. If you're killing yourself expecting people to change because you don't like them, because they did something you don't like, You're wasting your time. They probably be there. And that's why we have a democracy. So everybody is welcome to pursue their goal, but not you. Not you. You, like the Bible said, my fellow brethren that I used to put hand inside the same pot with and eat. You, that me and you went and did all the protests and everything. You turn around now, they've shut your, what did they put in your mouth? You're no longer bold enough to condemn something that is bad. What's the matter with you? What is the matter with you? The same people that said, look, finish these people, and they finish you, and they unleash terror on us, and your fellow young men and women die under these people's watch. You come back right now and you tell me it's okay. May God judge you. How? What happened? What happened? You just watered down what we're doing. You take everything and you brand it, say it's movement. Which movement? You brand it, you say it's a revolution. Which kind of revolution? Which revolution? Right before you, they take, okay, even if you don't support Omoyele Sowore, but right before you see a gang up and you think it's okay, and you're laughing and you're clapping, and you say it's not. Suddenly you say Sowore is a students' union. This is not students' union matter. This is not students' union. Did I hear you say that? Did you know that it was the same students? You don't know your history now. Go and check. It was the same students that stopped the military. It's the same students that fought. Chima banned them. They were students in school then. It was students that determined what happened. We were the ones that did all that riot, the protest. We brought this the democracy that you're seeing right now. Who were the people on the street? Say, why? The thing is, you don't know your history. Once they start a narrative, you just go and take it and you make it your own. If I ask you to explain now, you can't explain. I'm really, I'm upset in so many ways. But more than upset, I feel pity. I feel pity for our generation. I feel pity for our young people. Because I have seen, you're not strong anymore. What are you going to condemn? What are you going to condemn? Are you going to condemn the police when tomorrow now you see somebody taking picture with IG of police and with this thing? Let me tell you the kind of person Omoyele Sowore is. Me, Sowore is my friend, is my man. But I posted a picture, a video about the guy, what's his name? The bishop, the fake bishop that they caught in Day Market in Abuja. For me, I never liked that show of shame, having bishops all over the place. I mean, fake bishops. I posted it on my YouTube channel. But the next night, I saw Sowore condemning it. It touched me. I'm like, oh my goodness. This is how this guy sees things. He doesn't see things in that whole thing. Sowore chose to see that this guy was being mobbed. Even though, and he chose to see that the problem is not the guy. The problem is the people that use the guy. And it's not for us to be doing the dirty job. Can Christian Association of Nigeria, what did they do? Just trying to remind us how to be sane, trying to, make us think. I didn't think that way before. Several times I've been in opposition with him. Because you see somebody who has cursed him, somebody who has been antagonistic, somebody who has opposed whatever we're doing, that person will get into trouble. The first person you see is Omoyele Sowore. Look at Reno Omokri for God's sake. After everything, After this one, I knew when I was telling Sowore, look at this, why are you keeping quiet? I said, Chidi, if you know what I know about this guy, but that's not me. He's going to burn out. Do you hear Reno talking about more Sowore anymore? Because Sowore disarmed him. Disarmed him with like pure love, selfless, like came and spoke on his behalf when he was in trouble. Even though he just appointed himself to just be attacking Sowore. Look at Pastor Cassie. I mean, is it Prophet Cassie or look at Cassie of all people. I know how we told Sowore, don't go to that. Do you know who this guy? Don't go near. Sowore said, I don't care what he did. I just hate because they do it to me all the time. I just hate using power to just go and carry people. Just go and carry people. It's too sure that we heard there is a special unit by the IG for VIPs. If you can pay money, pay for flight, you go and pick the person with flight. You think it's Nigerian police that pays for that plane they used to fly people? No, now. You come, they give you package. The package includes hotel. The package includes what do they call them? Uber. The package includes flight tickets, one-way flight ticket, not return. So however after the person finish, well, that's their problem. And they will always send from Abuja to go and pick the people. Same thing happened with Ruth Matthew. Same thing happened with Abajalingo. Same thing happened with Omoyele Sowore. He still went and pleaded on behalf of Casey. And later on, he had cases of saying, "Oh, I want to thank Prophet Jeremiah." I said, Sowore, do you see what I told you? Look at the person you were pleading against. Say, in spite of all that, I will still do it again because there's something in me that abhors injustice. I don't care where I see injustice. I just go there. And he's not doing it because it's a show off. Just can't show off. Every time you just carry yourself through inside. Somebody was telling me, oh, the way Sowore dresses when he appeared in this, which kind of dress? Somebody is lying down, they're watching TV. Say, so they don't catch him. Okay, Sowore will just jump up, whether he's wearing his nightgown or sometimes inside the car, they'll tell him, comb your hair now, try to, but he's gone. He came for an interview. They were saying, oh, he didn't button his shirt. He didn't find the. I said, come, let me explain to you the kind of person Sowore is. If the time for that interview was near and he knew, he has calculated, and it would take him like 20 minutes to get to the place of that interview, he would just move straight to that place instead of going to Wuse Market to buy cufflinks and look touch and look nice. He doesn't care. Because it's more important to him to come and address the ills that is going on in society than how he dressed or how he looked. Anyway, today it's only me that is talking. Meanwhile, I wanted other people to talk. And it's not about winning an election. It's not about winning an election. For all it's worth, Sowore may or may not win this election. But after this election, Sowore will still be there. Sowore was there before this election. I've not seen anybody. You always start by saying, Sowore try you. But the problem is that but. That but is what will make you come back and say, it would have been Sowore, but see what happened. I hope that is not our portion in Jesus' name. Guys, please, if you want to call, you can go ahead and call. Like I asked you, what what is it that you think is the reason why they did not invite Omoyele Sowore? You can go ahead and call. The number to call is +1 647 989 2837. If you want to come on the want to come I just have 15 minutes more to spend here. I was actually working and I need to get back to site. If you want to come live on StreamYard, you can come. If you want to make a call, you can make a call. If you think it's if you think it's a joke too, you can laugh. But I hope you'll be laughing um, uh, um, after a while. That's the important thing. Don't just laugh right now. Make sure that you have plans to keep laughing down the road if we don't get what we want. Okay. Um, that's just it. I really felt for our society. I felt for the young people because this is how they started. You can read the handwriting on the wall clearly. Clearly, you should ask yourself when they did the debates last time. Rudolph, hello, you're calling right into the program.
Yeah, my friend, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Doctor Damages Rudolph Okonkwo. It's in the house.
I've been watching you, right? Feel bad, But this is the point. There are two
Yeah.
things I wanted. I made some comments on the Facebook, I think. Two things. One is this. You you went to Nigeria, and I've not had your story well before until today, and what you went through. I look at it as this is part of the process. See the way Sowore has remained and continued to fight. I know that not everybody will be able to do what he's doing, and I think if he continues and modifies his strategy, he will make an impact, and he's already making the impact. About the NBA and the conference, what I would have done if I were in his position is, okay, you're not inviting me. I will have my own speech the same time, the same day, somewhere in Lagos. The speech I would have made at the conference. You have to continue the struggle no matter what. And most things are not easy for society like our society. Even in the developed societies, people who want to change, radically change the structure that is in place, they don't get embraced by the same people who are benefiting from that structure. So I used to say that Nigeria is a failed nation that works for the people that failed it. So what do you expect the people that failed the nation to embrace someone who wants to destroy that structure? Because they are basically benefiting, even though it failed, it's working for them. So that's my take.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rudolph Okonkwo. Thank you. When are you having your next program?
Saturday.
Saturday. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much for what you do. Thank you very much, my brother.
You are.
Yeah. So that's Dr. Damages. You guys know him. These are some of the people who they they disturb themselves. They keep awake over Nigeria matter. He can't help it. We talk a lot of times. I know how passionate he is about Nigeria, and I can understand where he's coming from. Okay, I have a caller on WhatsApp. I hope they don't cut you off. Go ahead, tell us your name and where you're calling from. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hello, Dr. Chidi. Yes, Jenny B. I'm calling you with another number.
Oh, Jenny B, how are you?
You can hear me? Hello, good evening, Dr. Chidi.
Yes, I can hear. You need to turn me down from the other handset or the TV where you're watching.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Jenny B. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, my submission, Dr. Chidi, I'm not surprised, because Nigerians, they are not ready. I'm not surprised. Only what we are still looking at now, because 2019 they did this, they didn't allow Moyo Sowore to participate in the presidential debate. I'm still believing they are still working towards that because they are afraid to face Sowore, and they know it's only Sowore that can open the eyes of those blind that are sleeping, that they don't want to wake up from their sleep. So that's what I see there. We will still continue fighting, giving our voice until they hear us. Because those are our youth, they are our Nigeria. I don't know what to call them, what is their problem. So I believe they don't want, they still want to remain in the governmental slavery. They want to settle for less. So I don't know, because I'm not shocked, Dr. Chidi, that is the truth. I'm not shocked because we expect it. So you can see, even there is no hope for a common man. If the what did they call the MNB or what is their name can do that to Sowore in the sun, it means they don't want Nigeria to know the truth. It means they don't want Nigeria to be free. It means they don't want Nigeria to have a freedom. That they don't want Nigeria to be a better place for a common man. So thank you for everything, and I'm just thanking God to protect Sowore, protect everyone that is around him there. Also give you guys and we the grace to see carry on, that we will not give up. It's our country. So that is what I can say. Thank you, Dr. Chidi.
Thank you, Jenny B. Thank you so much. Thank you very, very much. Yeah, you see, I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised at the same time. But what I'm just saying is, Dr. Damages made a very, very good point. And this is this is just one event. Why am I talking about this? It is not this debate. I mean, it was not even a debate. It's not this speaking at a conference that determines who wins an election. That's not how it works. But my thing is, shine your eye well, because when you see the same pattern that happened before, when you see it repeating itself, you need to be wise. You need to ask some questions. Don't just be carried away. That's where I have a problem. Don't be carried away and think that it's business as usual. No way. If it continues like this, you know where it's going to lead to. Because it's the same thing. It's the same thing. That means some people they bring their, and let me tell you something. The day you will have Sowore and Atiku on the same stage debating in Nigeria, that day I don't even know what I would do. No, the day Sowore, I'm not even talking about P2B. The day Sowore and Atiku and Tinubu will agree to be on the same stage, I don't even know what to tell you. But if you are not able to see that kind of a thing, and you're not wishing for it, and you're not pushing for it, and you're just happy that you saw P2B with them, and it is to understand. You see, I don't like to quote the Bible too much. But why is there ease in Israel? Why? Why are you comfortable? Why are you comfortable? This is giving me why should you come to a place like that gathering where you have lawmakers? Why would you walk away? Everybody's smiling, and you think why is it okay? Why would there be the amount of violence here? And everybody just comes and talks economics, cha, my leader, my king, it's okay, hug. No. With the situation you have in Nigeria, there should be that stage should be tense. That's what it is. By the time everywhere should be lawyers just clapping. Look at lawyers just clapping. Everybody happy. What did you come away with? Tell me. People don't see. You come out of that kind of gathering and everybody's smiling. I don't know about your language, but in my language, in my tribe, Igbo people, we used to gather in Imobi. And I have Gabriel on the line. Gabriel, please just stand by. Hold on for 1 second. We used to have Imobi, and that Obi is where Igbo people, early in the morning, the leader of the family will gather there and he will bring out the kola nut, he will say prayers, he will give everybody kola nut, and they will plan the day and they will pray for everybody. Very, very important meeting. Now, when they call for a special meeting of your kindred and you guys enter there to discuss very, very important issue, if everybody comes back laughing and smiling, that means you didn't tell yourself the truth. That's a proverb in my place. So for you to go to that kind of gathering and everybody comes out where all you see is shouting, shouting, clapping, clapping, happy, happy, in the state that Nigeria is, it means you didn't tell yourself the truth. It means it was not, it means there was something that was not properly done in that gathering. Gabriel, go ahead, tell us where you're calling from and make your point.
Okay. Yeah, good evening, Dr. Chidi. Gabriel, I'm calling from London.
Go ahead, Gabriel.
Yes, thank you. We are not surprised at the day calling. I'm not surprised. You know, Nigeria, we are still living in denial. We are still living in denial until we. That's why I said the problem of Nigeria is not just the political class people. Every one of us. Because in society where truth, integrity, and discipline is not abide with, we always be like this. Is it not the same MP, Doctor, our lawyer, it does not belong to MPA when the judge killed him? What did the MPA do?
Oh.
So I'm not surprised, Dr. Chidi. Until we start to accept the truth in that country, we are not going nowhere. We are not going nowhere at all. We be deceiving ourselves, and we are continuing to deceive ourselves. So people who are ready to stand for the truth like the way, until the people, the populace, and everybody are ready to accept it, then we're going to remain where we are. So personally, I'm not surprised because we are not ready to accept this. So that's my contribution, Dr. Chidi. Thank you and for what you're doing, sir. And thank every one of us that is supporting. Like the last caller said, we are not giving up in our country. We're going to continue doing what we are doing until Nigeria gets the truth.
Thank you very much, Gabriel. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Somebody made in the comment, wrote in the comment, it says, Chidi, what did you expect from that kind of a meeting? What do I expect from that kind of meeting? What do I expect from that kind of meeting when judges are being kidnapped? What do I expect from that kind of meeting when, as we speak, there are young people in the bushes? What do I expect from that kind of meeting when bandits have taken over Abuja? What do I expect from that kind of meeting? Come on now. Come on. I expect when you look straight, somebody said Sowore will start in some. Why would Atiku be there? Why would Atiku be there and just say those of them that led us in those days? No, look him in the face and tell him. Tell him. It is important. Why? Why would you be in the midst of people who are afraid to sleep at night? And you look at the people who have been there for years that brought us to where we are today. You have a chance to talk to them and you're busy dancing around them so that they will touch you and you still tell them you're a leader. Are you telling me? Hello, please call on the line. Tell us where you're coming from and make your point. Hello.
Hello, Dr. Chidi, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Yes, so my house still broke so that it will flow well.
Go ahead.
I'll make it up. I'm not a baby. I'm over 70. So for people, because you have elderly people watching all this program, we are not watching it because we don't live our life finish. How many remain? Is for the younger ones, our children, my grandchildren, the youth of Nigeria. The thing is that I don't think Nigeria is still going through their wilderness. And I'm sure God is still taking us through our wilderness. I don't know when we will come out from that wilderness journey, because I would have thought that the young ones would have supported Sowore, because Sowore is that type of a person that I can see that can confront all these old politicians that have really brought our Nigeria to where we are today. No other person. What do they call this young man? Obi. Yeah, Obi is. I'm not saying Obi is bad. Like when you watch that the conference yesterday after Shetima has spoken, Obi was clapping. They clap for him, if you know what I mean. Sowore will never. Sowore will. They won't invite Sowore in that type of place, because now everywhere will be heated up, because he will face them and really tell them the truth. Nigerians, I'm sure they are not ready to hear the truth yet.
Well,
they are suffer. They never suffer finish. I think they are still enjoying the suffer that they are going through. I wish them all the best, because and not only that, again, to me, I feel that nobody should be talking about election now. You cannot be chasing rats when your house is in fire. Nigeria is in fire. That country is burning. First of all, we should try to put off that fire first before we start talking about election. IPOB Igbos want to go. Yoruba want to go. Benue want to go. South Star want to go. South Katsina want to go. So, why are we talking about election? It should have been a time that the Nigerians should come together, run the table, whatever they call it, to decide the fate of Nigeria. Are we still going to keep to still living as one family, or we are going to split, or whatever? Because I'm telling you, I can't see this election coming out. I can't see the election, anybody handing over to anybody, because the Northerners, they are born to rule according to them, and they have said they are not going to hand over to anybody. It is their right to continue to rule. So I don't know Gina go talk, because I can't even understand them talking about election. Can they see? Because I can see what people are not seeing, because I don't know. Nigeria is not one. Nigeria is not one. We used to be one before, but now they are not one. We are divided. Too much divided. Not election now. This marriage, it will continue and be make we scatter up. Let us settle it first before we start talking of election. You mark this 2023, whatever, you mark it to remember Mr. Atoka. You will see what will happen.
Thank you.
You will see what will happen. Leave Sowore. Tell Sowore. I know you talk to Sowore. Tell her make you not worry in head. Nigeria, that suffer never belly food them. When they belly food them, they will know where to start. Let them continue. When they are really fed up, when they don't chop that poverty, chop and where they don't full up, then they will know what to do next. I can't imagine Sowore being, according to you, Sowore being at that conference and people are clapping. People will be crying. People should be crying for Nigeria, not clapping. To be clapping for Shetima. Why are you clapping for Shetima? People that brought Boko Haram, why are you clapping for him? People are supporting Tinubu. I don't have anything against Tinubu. Tinubu, if it's Tinubu that is going to win the election, we are still going to have the same regime of Buhari. Buhari, we voted Buhari, but Buhari is not the one in power. Shetima will be the one in power. You go and mark it. Why didn't he come for that conference? Why did he send Shetima? He's not telling you how his government is going to be, and somebody is telling me there's going to be problem. Problem is here to come. I pray that God will just see us through. No election, to me, I can't see this election holding. I can't see it. And even if he holds, except Atiku wins. If Atiku not win, forget that. Mark and down. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. Thank you. You see, you see, people don't understand what is going on. This is exactly how We were shouting, we were screaming, they were calling us names. Look, there are times to get serious. You can tell this is not one of the shows that you pretend, because when I'm talking, I'm visualizing the words that are coming out of my mouth. They are coming from, like if you know from the depths of where it is coming, you will understand that there is no reason, there's absolutely no reason for you to stand in front of any of these people and be smiling. There is no reason for that. Why? Why would you be smiling? Why would you think it's a time to walk? Why? It's not now. That's the problem. That's the fact that you cannot see a problem in just being in front of somebody and not telling them truth. Look, there's nothing wrong with you come, you greet everybody, you smile. But when you take the mic, you make everybody, that's your job. That's your job. Your job is to represent the people. You want to tell me that if you gather the whole of Nigerians in that conference and you ask them how they were feeling, they will kneel down and greet Atiku? You want to tell me that if you gather the whole of Nigerians, people in the village, people from my village, right, people I talk in my village, I don't think if you bring somebody from my village to that conference, they'll be sounding the way those people were sounding. Because if you truly want to know the heartbeat of it, go to the village and see that woman who cannot buy a cup of Gary, understand how she feels, then come back. You want people that you need to go and bring that woman whose child is in the bush right now, that doesn't have the millions that the kidnappers are asking. Do you think you know how many kidnap cases are going on in Nigeria? The ones you hear are the big cases now, the big profile cases. There's small people are being kidnapped for 10,000 naira. You don't know. You don't know people are right now in the bush because they can't pay 50,000. Do you know how many people have died in the village? Do you think it's a time to come and be joking? You have that kind. That's just a wasted opportunity as far as I'm concerned. Shame to NBA. If you want to do party, do party. If you want to what do they call it? What they call? Do BB Niger now. Make we say that BB Niger. They do. A conference I was supposed to talk about the way forward. You are there playing politics. Who politics help? Who politics? Somebody said Sowore will come there and start insulting people. You not going to insult them. So you won't insult them. So you tell me the way to address people. Do you know someone like Atiku Abubakar? Apologies to followers of Atiku Abubakar. But it will be difficult. It will be difficult for someone like me to look at Atiku Abubakar in the face and say, "You're my leader." Do you understand what it means? And you say he's a Jew. Even you that is obedient, you know that thing stabs you in the heart. You tell me now that there is nothing wrong with Atiku being my leader. Type it, all the obedient people. Type it right now. Tell me, Dr. Chidi, Atiku is my leader. Type it now. You that you're obedient. I challenge you. Type right now. Say, Atiku, I'm obedient, and Atiku is my leader. Type it right there. I'm going to give you 2 minutes. So that you know that this thing we're doing is not a joke. It's not a joke now. It's not a joke. I'm going to stop here, I beg. I don't talk with me at all. Last class, everybody will chop breakfast. Not because of me. I love Nigeria so much, but I'm not fighting so that my children will relocate from Canada to Nigeria and start going to primary school. I'm not fighting so that I will carry my truck and go to Nigeria and start driving. If it gets to that point, we thank God. But you think tomorrow I'm about to pack and relocate to Nigeria? No. You think I'm fighting so that my light will be on 24 hours? No. I refuse to talk, right? Look around me. Did you see my light flickering? My light will be on. I don't know the last time they took my light. If I talk, I know talk, my hot water will still be coming out of my tap. Look at this, the street just by my left here. Cars are going up and down. No horn, no horn. Nobody's blowing horn. We change all those things. I can walk around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. Nobody will tell me nothing. I don't know my local government workers. If they have something like municipal work, I don't know them. I don't need them for anything. I don't have to know any policeman. I don't have to know council. I don't have to know anybody. I don't know who reads my meter. My meter is read from the office. It's transmitted electronically to the office. The same thing with my water. I don't have to. If I have a problem, I call them, they come. You understand? Do you even understand? We should be. I thought you say we are woke. I thought that's what you say. We are woke. Is this how you're woking? Is it the awoke that you say you woke? Wow, just the watch on that. Who is saying everybody must accept you? Right now, I've not seen anybody say I'm obedient and Atiku is Oga, I'm obedient. Write that Atiku is my leader. Say I'm obedient and Atiku is my leader. IG Global 94. You know, type and finish. Say I'm obedient and Atiku is my leader. Oh, yeah, write it now. I mean, you want to choose have and have. That's what will make you see. I'm not asking you not to be obedient. I'm just telling you to think. Think and don't just be clapping. Don't clap when things are going wrong. At least let's accept sometimes. Say, no, things are not going right. No, this one is not okay. I'm not Odogo, anybody facing any candidate on YouTube civil. Odogo, is anybody facing any candidate on? Is anybody causing any candidate on? I just asked a small question now. It's just a simple thing. We are trying to be real. This is how real we are. You say you know me. How they hide my own. I tell you where I belong. I tell you where I did. This is Mr. Glover. Oh yeah, look, I show you. Please, if you're for Sowore, can you write that? Can you say show time or say Sowore is my leader? Let me see. Can somebody write Sowore is my leader? Since some people are afraid to say Atiku is my leader, and let's just see. Let's do a small experiment now. If you know you're for Sowore, just write Sowore is my leader. Let's see. I just said what you people. You see how they are writing show time. They know where they belong. They know where they belong. Some of you are confused. You don't know where you belong. The person you're belonging to, you belong to somebody belongs to some. You don't know. No. If you belong to, you sit down for a chair. You sit down for a chair, but you say you know they inside the motor. Which kind nonsense be that? They say, where you dey? Say, I sit down for a chair. They say, oh, you dey inside that bus when they go Enugu. They know I know they inside the bus now, only inside the chair for the bus I dey. Go think again. You dey inside that bus, wherever that bus they go. Somebody said, now where belle face. Anywhere where that belle face, now there they go. You know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's continue doing what we're doing. It's not popular to start. It's not popular to stand by the truth, but please, 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 don't ever let anybody make you lower your bar in life. I don't care what it takes. Let them win. Let them become the president. Don't lower the day you lower your bar in life, the day you compromise, The day you stop being who you are, that day you start dying. You're not worthy to live. I don't care who you are. You must not compromise. For the sake of your children, for the sake of your unborn generation, let them look back and let them be proud to say, my father, my mother died with dignity. My father, my mother died standing on the truth. They never compromised. Nobody, no money, no influence, no crowd following made them change what they believed in. That's what makes you a man. That's what makes you different from an animal. Do you understand? I'm going to leave you with that. And on behalf of Dr. Erica, I want to thank you for giving me an opportunity to talk to you. And until when next I'm able to come and speak with you, I pray that God give us the strength to keep standing on the truth. I love you all. Bye bye.